We'll see. Guys, we discussed last class. Power query level merge concept. What is the difference between merge join and fuzzy join? Online, offline people kindly come speak out.
Merge join is numerical operations for fuzzy characters, strings. Can match the data.
Okay, can we apply merge join? So fuzzy join and left out join, right out join objects. Hey, come on. It will not be yeah, fuzzy. Fuzzy looks good only for the inner join. Only for the inner join. How many types of joins available? What are the types?
We have 6 types.
What are the types?
Inner join, left join, right join, full join, left anti and right anti.
Right. So what is the best column to apply fuzzy join operation? What type of data type column suitable for fuzzy?
String and char.
String data type.
One second. I will continue. Our query. Ready, guys? So we are completed so far queries properties. First section, query properties, field property, multi-field property, filter property completed. Isn't it? Now we need to go for menu options. Menu options also a couple of menu options completed. In the transform menu level, a couple of things completed, add a column level also completed. But we will revisit and discuss all the things once again. So today and tomorrow topic working on the menu options. 2 to 3 days time it will take. And this will take half day time, half an hour time. Step properties. So after finishing these two, we'll go to database fundamentals. This is the next agenda. Let me go to this first menu option, help menu. Help menu. What exactly it does? Very simple. Guided learning. You want to learn something. From the Microsoft documentation, go to guided learning. Next, documentation. You want to follow some documentation, you can follow the documentation. This is training video. Microsoft associate partner training videos available here. Microsoft and associate partner training videos. Support. This is important. You want to contact support team. What is support team? Customer team, customer care team, Microsoft customer care team. And when you contact the customer care team, the first screen looks like this. Please see this. First one, support plan options available, links available, self-help resources available. Self-help resources means already a couple of things given by the Microsoft. You can go, and if your problem is that, you can take solution from there. So before you raise a question to the support team, verify it is already addressed, it is already resolved. It is already resolved. If it is available, take that. That is self-help. In case not available, then with a pro account or premium account, valid account, you raise your support question. That's what Microsoft recommending. Once again, before you raise a support ticket, ensure your request is new by verifying in the portal level. Check in the portal how it so whether this problem already arisen. If it is arisen, see the solution and use it. If it is not arisen, then raise it like fresh. So service status. What is service? App.powerbay.com is a service. The status is running in all the locations. Good. Power BI service running in all the locations. Good. Service outage or degradation. Nothing. Not available. Running smoothly. As of this, Power BI premium customers using data flows which have a more reliable experience running data flow refreshes. For customers who are still experiencing long running refreshes or refreshes stuck in the canceling state, something. This is awareness information from the Microsoft. Yes. Frequently asked questions. What are the frequently asked questions available? So these are all the FAQs. You can go and see that. If you need a solution for that, yes, you can go for a solution. Or else raise your support ticket here. So support is included at no additional cost. So create a support ticket and we'll get back to you soon. This is get support. Got it? The support is ready. How to contact support, I clearly explained. Click on this and go. And about it will tell you what is the desktop version currently you are using and who is the user connected. What is the user ID? What is the session ID? This information it will talk about. So what is the advantage? So when you are talking about this desktop at support level, the support people will ask you, Babu, tell me the desktop version. Tell me the user ID. Tell me the session ID used at that time. These are the details the team will expect, Microsoft team, and you are supposed to give. That's the reason Microsoft giving a copy option. These details you can copy to a notepad or a word pad and you can use it. You can copy these details. Remember, always once you download the Power BI desktop, keep these statistics in a notepad. If the desktop causing issues, speak to the support team by passing these details so that they can address you very easily. Don't read normally. Know the beautiness. Each and every option has its own beautiness. Next, Power BI blog. You want to see complete history of Power BI starting from 2013 July to till this month. Every month history you want to see, then go to this. Community. You have some technical questions and you want to speak to experts. You want to speak to Microsoft people. You want to speak to neighbor organization people. Then go to community. Next, Power BI for developers. You want to construct your own visual. Your own visual you want to construct. Point number one. Point number two, You want to add this report to other applications. In both the situations, go to Power BI for developers. Next, here you will find Power BI samples. Here you find community galleries. And here you will find idea submission. Many people giving me idea. I'm working with Tableau having so and so feature, and I feel Power BI not having it. You don't feel. In case you want to give an idea, this is available for Tableau level and wonderfully working. Why we don't have? Immediately you'll get the response from the Microsoft. But before you submit your idea, verify the existing 25,000 plus ideas given so far by different people. Already 25,000 ideas fine ఇచ్చారు చాలా కంపెనీస్. నీ ఐడియా యూనిక్ గా ఉందో చెక్ చేసుకోండి. In case your idea is really unique, really good, Microsoft will give you remuneration also. And they will tell you in the next, they will mention your name in the next month update. So and so person from so and so organization given so and so idea. Given so and so idea. Okay? Beautiful. So this is about help menu successfully completed. Now, tools menu. Tools menu we will discuss tomorrow. View menu, add column, transfer menu. These three we will finish today. What is view menu? This is query settings. It's already opened. In case you don't want, you can close it. Simply close it. This is formula bar. It's already open. If you don't want, then close it. Formula bar is closed. You want to open it, open it. Query settings you want to open, open query settings. These two you understand. Now, monospaced font. This is Power BI default font. There is one more font available called monospace. If you click on it, the font, very light font. Lightweight font. You can close. And what is this example? Show white space. Next, column quality. What is show white space? Go to this, enter data, EAD, ENM, 1, 2, 3. Test. These are all spaces. Test to click OK. Are you able to see the spaces? Though the data has spaces, you are not able to see. Though the data has spaces, we are not able to see. Correct? If you want to see that, go to view menu, show white space. Are you able to see? Shall I? Yes, sir. Close. Next column, quality. Dim course, not dim course. Take employee salary. I want to see the quality. Click on it. It will tell
Sir,
you.
shows white space. It was default tick, sir. You removed.
Yeah, default tick. Correct.
Yes, sir.
And see quality. It will talk about how many valid records available, how many error available, how many empty available. Do you have error and empty records here? No. We have only valid records. Which records? Valid. Now here, if you see this 100% valid, error 0, empty 0. 100% valid, error 0, empty 0. That is about quality. So quality talks about only these three. What is the next one? Distribution. Here, how many distinct values available? This is 1, this is 2. Unique, 0. So what is the difference between distinct and unique? Distinct means, yeah, one or more times available. Unique means only one time available. If only one time available, unique, one or more time available, distinct. Yeah, employee ID multiple times available, distinct. But 0 uniquely not available here also. If HRA repeated, TA repeated, DA repeated. What about this? If you look at this data, 7,000 not repeated, 8,000 not repeated. So unique these two, and rest all distinct. 150,000, 180,000, 170,000, 3. So 3 distinct values, 2 unique values. Correct? This is about distribution. What it is? Distribution. Next, column profile. Column profile. See this. Total 6 records. Error 0, empty 0, distinct 2, minimum 1, maximum 2. These are all in the column profile level. So these three called as quality protocols. What do you call this? Quality protocols. Now, when do we use it? Your customer said, verify the uniqueness of the column. Comma, verify the nullability of another column. And salaries should be more than 30,000. Department code should be between 10 and 100. Something like this, different restrictions available. You want to ensure all. Then go to this concept. So go to this, manually verify it. If it is showing the result, if it's showing the result, then inform to the customer. So and so records are not good, or this many records are not good, or this column is not having uniqueness, this column is having null values, this column is having other than these department values, or this column having salaries less than 30,000 also. To inform to the customer that the data is wrong, this is helpful. And in the organizations, after extracting the data, remember, after extracting the data, the first step is quality. First extraction, second one, quality. And what is the next one? Go to column. You want to go to a particular column, go to column. For example, this is your fact table. which is having many columns. You want to go to a particular column, click go to column, select the column. I will select join date. Now it will directly go to join date. When you click go to column, it will directly go to join. Close. Next, always allow parameters. Under home menu, there is a topic called parameters. This is home menu. This is parameter topic. You want to allow always parameters, then view level, always allow parameters. You know about advanced data. This particular query, the scripting code you want to see, go to advanced data. This query, scripting code you want to see, go to advanced data. We discussed many times. Starts with let, closes with in, and last step, this one. And what is the next one? Query dependencies. Click on it, left to right. If you see this, this is your source, D batches folder. These are all the queries created from the source. This is one more query created from this. This is invoke. This is one query on this used. This is one query constructed from all this. This is one query constructed from all this. This is one query constructed from this. Like this. This is about query dependencies. But when do we use it? Let me explain you. You look at the queries here, left hand side. All are individual. This area, if you look at, all are individual. But here dependency is there. This is added in 2020 only. Do you know what it does? Many people requested Microsoft. Many people requested Microsoft. We are not able to find a proper dependencies in the Power Query. We are not able to find proper dependencies in the Power Query. You are a newcomer to the project. You want to understand what is the source or what are the sources used for the queries in this Power Query area or in this document. Which query constructed from which query? You want to know how many areas this function is used. How many areas the function is used. You want to know. And how many areas this parameter used. Like this, all the dependencies you want to see, the dependency diagram is helpful. It will tell you, yes, these are the sources used for the queries. Point number one. And these are the queries using these functions. These are the queries using these parameters. Everything you will come to know from. As a existing developer or a new developer, highly helpful for you this one. For new developers and existing people. For both the people, this is highly helpful. If you go to directly this and try to understand, nothing you will understand, all are grid items only. But which one is SQL table, which one is Excel file, which one is CSV file data, no idea. Even the functions, queries, and this function used in how many places, This query use this parameter used how many places? No idea. That's the reason this is helpful. Query dependency is highly helpful. So real-time people, so real-time professionals, and who are good in technical, they use always query dependencies. They always use query dependencies, and I use it very frequently because I will not remember all the things what I did. So I will go to query dependencies. I will see, okay, this is concept from so and so. I forgot. Okay, like this. Next, add a column menu. View menu successfully completed. If you have any questions, kindly ask me. Next, add column. These topics already completed, sir. These topics. Column from example, custom column, invoking function, conditional column, index column, duplicate column already completed. Formatting text during data types explanation, this also explained. These are text properties. These are number properties. These are date time properties. And this is analytics. This is analytics. Next, transform menu. Here also many completed, group by completed. Use first row as had completed, transpose completed, reverse row completed, data type completed, pivot, unpivot completed, split column. Are we done with this? Splitting data, done with this?
No.
So format, text column is completed, number column is completed, date time column is completed. And in case these transformations not sufficient, R and Python code also you can write. R and Python code also you can write. And you can ask me, sir, I'm able to see these options in the add column also. These options you want to see in the add column also. But what is the difference? Very simple, add column level. Here, I will write the difference. Perform operations and adds new column. Here, perform operations only. And either add, comma, either add or replace depending on the context. Based on the situation, either replace or add a new column. Okay, so transform is different, add column is different. Understood? The name implying adding column, it will do the operation, add a new column. Transform, it will do the operation, may add or may replace. Next one, home menu. What is home menu? Oh, home menu level also many features completed. Home menu level, many completed. Let me explain a couple of them. Close and apply, you know that, right? Three options available. What are the options? Close and apply. It will apply the operations and close. This will simply apply the operations. Simply close it. No changes saved. No changes saved. What about new source?
Extract the data.
To bring data from new source. What about recent source?
Same because like values.
There is a difference between new source and recent sources. It's not. It's not the point how we read it. Little bit difference is there. New source gets data from new source, but recent sources, it helps to bring data from recently used sources in all reports in the current system. This is important. In the current system, all reports level, what are the sources you have used? That. In my system, 10 reports are there. In each report, a couple of sources are used. From each source, you want to bring the data, then go for this. Recent sources. Understood? New source concept is different. Recent sources concept is different. So what's the advantage, sir? Advantage is no need to establish connection again. You need not establish any connection. Simply go and do that. You want me to show? Guys, let me click on this. 2 days ago, I used a database. Database data retrieval. This is my database symbol. If it is a file, it looks like this. But if it is a database, looks like this. I'll click on this database. See, directly open. I did not enter any database name. I did not enter my server name, but directly connecting and showing the databases. Why? Recent sources. As is the resources, recently used resource I selected, it's bringing the data from there without establishing connection. This is the concept of it. Over.
Yes.
Next part. Next one. You are expert in this, huh? You guys are expert in this. Yes, sir. Okay. What's the next topic? What is data source settings? See what is new source, close and apply, recent sources, successfully available, data source. This is very, very important. Material level very clearly available. I will type it. Manual I will type. Source data settings. From which sources you retrieve data, it will talk about. What's the advantage? Advantage is we can see the source. Second one, you can change the source. How we can change? Change to local or change to network. Change to local or change to network. Network path. So what do you mean by network path? A report has to point to Ramesh machine. How? How does it point to Ramesh machine? Report has to point to Ramesh machine. How? Or a report has to point to testing environment. How? How come testers test the same report? They will not use your data. They will never use your data. Right now, the report pointing to your source. But how come testers will test it?
Yeah, source data.
So for this data source settings help. If you want to change the folder in the network level, somebody else's machine, compulsory we need to create network path. So paths are two types. A, absolute path, which is starting with C drive, a D drive, etc. B, network path, / server name or IP / folder name / file name dot something. This is called network path. So network path always access through server or IP. Server or IP. How do we convert a normal folder to network folder? Folder, right click, right click, properties, share, mention who you want to share. Madhu you want to share, Rajesh you want to share, or everyone you want to share. Mention. That means the folder accessible by Madhu, Rajesh, or everyone. Folder accessible. That's what sharing. So once you made it, automatically network path is ready. What is ready? Network path is ready. That is the way we will change the setting. If network folder you want to take, if network folder you want to take, this is the way you will do that. Shall I? Right. Next one. Not just folder, If Ramesh want to come to this report, sorry, you want to come to Ramesh machine data, report needs to connect Ramesh machine data. Then A, network path required. B, credentials required. Network path required, credentials also required. Done. Right. Let me go, guys. See, click on it. Data source settings, you click on it. This is my current source. It is running with the file running with this source. You are able to see. Now you want to change it. Click change source. Browse. Browse. And I will take this PC, D drive, batches, 6 p.m. April. Some folder I will take. Click OK. Click close. Now it's running with 6 p.m. because local, no problem. Refresh all. Now, if you do wrong setting, click on this, change source. I mentioned here wrong. When I take 1, something wrong I mentioned. Click OK. Click OK. Click close. Now, see automatically without refresh itself, it is invalidating all the tables. See invalid because the path is wrong. What is wrong? Path. Now you can correct it. How do you correct? Go to this change source, you can correct. But I want to try through network way. Which way? Network pathway. Then how? Very simple. Go to the folder and batches. 6 p.m. batch. This is the batch. Right click, properties, sharing. Network path is not available. Share. Mention here who you want to share. Madhu, Kishore, Rajesh, Ramani. Mention it. Otherwise, everyone, so that everyone can use this folder. But how they can use? Read write. So everyone can read. Now, in case you want to allow everyone to read write. But I want to allow everyone can come to this folder and read it. Click share. Okay. So this is the path. And see, this is the path. Control C, close. Notepad. This is your network path folder. How do we do that? Right click, properties, sharing, click share, mention who you want to share, cancel. Now, this is folder and server only. What about file? Go to this. This is a file available. Right click, rename, control C. Control C. Now go to this. This is called network path. What do you call it? network path. So double slash computer name, single slash folder name, single slash file name. Control C. Now go to this. Mention here data source settings is wrong only. Click change source. Control A, Control V. Mention it. Click OK. But right now, this is in my machine, no permissions required. Otherwise, permissions required. What is required? Permissions compulsory required. If Ramesh machine you are connecting, double slash Ramesh, permission required. Raju machine connecting, Raju, permissions required. Click close. See, automatically resolved.
Yes.
It is able to read the data properly, so automatically the issues are resolved. So data source settings is highly helpful for two purposes. One, to see the setting. Second, change the setting. During changing, you want to work on the credentials. This is a credentials one. Edit permissions is a credentials one. This is to change the source. This is edit permissions. In case you want to remove the permissions, this is removing the permissions. What is export Power BI data source? The same sources you want to export so that somebody else can import it. Then go to this. When you export Power BI DS, the extension also PBI DS, Power BI data source. So this will export the current source structures. This will export the current source structures so that you can import. You can import. Over. Right. This is global permission. What do you mean by global permissions?
Globally shared.
Now, what all the sources you have used? All the sources common permissions, all the sources credentials removing, all the sources exported. Global, not global, not across globe. In your system sources. In your system, what are the reports you have? What are the sources you have used? Those available here. మీ సిస్టంలో ఎన్ని రిపోర్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, వాటి సోర్సెస్ ఏంటి, అవి మాత్రం కనిపిస్తాయి. వాటి యొక్క క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ మేనేజ్ చేయడం, మాడిఫై చేయడం లేదా క్లియర్ చేయడం, మాడిఫై చేయడం లేదా క్లియర్ చేయడం. దట్స్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ గ్లోబల్ పెర్మిషన్స్. సో ఐఎమ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ డన్ విత్ a topic called data source settings. Tomorrow we'll discuss about parameters for some time and tools menu for some time. These two tomorrow. Is it okay? That's it. Today multiple menu options completed. All you scroll it and see that. Will you do that? Right, sir. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.